Super Scaly, what it do? What's good, my G?
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted just the...
Coming out aggressively. Makes the grab down the left side. Here he goes. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like, one of the best in the country at your spot. So, interesting to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy. Because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so, if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Williamson. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Oh, he's got some space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their second sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Moore. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Richmond. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the ground, it's Morris. Finding open areas. Turning it on! He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Love the play call on offense because they were expecting in a 3rd and long situation for the defense to be expecting pass. Just not a lot of defenders close to the line of scrimmage, and so that made it easy pickings for the running back.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback running on the draw. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Puts it out of the air. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
first down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
To the air on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Williamson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Morris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They'll immediately call timeout. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They booted away on fourth down. Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They keep it on the ground to open the third. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
Second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarter.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
On third down, he drops the throw. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Going to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hand, it's Richmond. There he goes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. This is why you recruit dudes, right? Quarterback distributes, get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and let him do his thing.
Dude makes quarterback look good. I mean, you get it to him in space, and watch. He'll break the tackles. He'll make those plays, but nice job getting the ball out fast to his playmaker and letting him do the rest.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. From the gun. Looking left. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And really nice on third down there, throwing in rhythm. You're throwing the hitch against zone. You're taking your steps. There's no hesitation. You're not even hitching. That back foot plants, and the ball comes out immediately. Really nice.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Just keeps swinging it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
And all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Motion from the wideout. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Here's the pressure. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Here comes the Heat. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Stands in and takes the hit. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Oh, Oh, he's got some space. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Leaves it with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.